What would you do if you woke up one morning, checked your email, and found out you no longer had a job? Now imagine that email coming from a company you believed in, a company that talks about decentralization, freedom, economic empowerment. That's exactly what happened to employees at Block, the fintech company led by Jack Dorsey. Today, we're breaking down what happened, why it happened, and what it says about tech leadership in 2026. And this isn't just another CEO did layoff story. This one hits differently. If you've been around tech for a while, you know Jack Dorsey. He co-founded Twitter, now known as X, and later built Square, which eventually rebranded to Block. Dorsey has always positioned himself as the minimalist, almost monk-like tech CEO. Meditation, crypto advocacy, decentralization, financial freedom for the underbanked. He's not your flashy billionaire archetype, which is why this situation feels complicated. Because when someone who talks about empowering people makes cuts that deeply impact people's lives, it sparks questions. Block announced another round of layoffs as part of what Dorsey described as restructuring and performance alignment. This isn't the first round. Over the past few years, tech companies across the board have reduced headcount. In response to slower growth, profitability pressure, AI restructuring, and investor expectations. Block said the layoffs weren't about financial instability, but about streamlining and focusing on high-impact roles. And here's where things get real. For leadership, it's strategic efficiency. For employees, it's rent, healthcare, visa status, stability. To realities, same decision. One thing people often forget isn't just that layoffs happen, it's how they happen. Reports described internal messages explaining performance standards, organizational flattening, and long-term focus. But imagine being on the receiving end. You log into Slack, a calendar invite pops up, short meeting, HR joins. You already know, it's a strange, almost surreal experience. The company keeps running. Slack notifications continue. Deadlines move forward. But your access is gone. And when the company that talks about economic empowerment is the one cutting your income, it feels ironic. Not evil, not villainous. Just painfully corporate. Let's zoom out. Tech overhired during the pandemic. Growth exploded. Money was cheap. Valuations were sky high. Then reality hit, higher interest rates. Investor pressure for profitability, AI replacing certain roles, shareholder expectations, companies that once optimized for growth now optimize for efficiency. And efficiency usually means fewer people doing more work. Even companies like Google and Meta made massive cuts. Block isn't unique, but Dorsey's personal brand makes it feel more personal. Because when a spreadsheet CEO makes cuts, no one is shocked. When a decentralization philosopher CEO does it, people feel conflicted. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Jack Dorsey genuinely believes in building long-term, sustainable systems. He's been vocal about Bitcoin, about decentralizing finance, about breaking traditional banking dependency. From his perspective, cutting roles might be about ensuring Block survives and thrives long-term. But leadership always comes with a paradox. To protect the company, you sometimes hurt the people. That tension never trends well on social media. And today, layoffs aren't just internal news. They're public, they're screenshotted, they're debated. CEOs used to make cuts quietly. Now they trend on YouTube. Behind every layoff statistic is a person, a product manager who moves cities, an engineer on a work visa, a designer who just signed a lease, a parent budgeting daycare. Corporate strategy doesn't erase human impact. And here's something important. You can believe layoffs are financially necessary and still believe they hurt real people deeply. Both can be true. The internet often wants villains or heroes. Real life is messier. The era of infinite tech hiring is over. Companies are leaner. AI is reshaping role. Performance expectations are sharper. Loyalty is thinner on both sides. The psychological contract between employee and employer has changed, and may be the biggest lesson here. No company, not even one built on empowerment, is immune to economic gravity. So what do you think? Are these layoffs smart leadership or a contradiction of the values Block promotes? Is Jack Dorsey protecting the future or losing the trust of the present? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want more real conversations about tech, power, and what it actually means for people, subscribe. Because the tech world isn't just code and stock prices, it's people.